A dog walk is just a dog walk, unless it's late at night, or on Thanksgiving, or on Labor Day. Then it's a little bit more, and you charge a client a little bit more for it. LeashTime's surcharge functionality lets you decide when to charge a little more, and it can apply surcharges automatically for you. To manage your business's surcharges, we use the Surcharges item in the admin menu. LeashTime provides a starter list of surcharges that covers a number of national and religious holidays, as well as a few standard time-based surcharges. For standard holiday surcharges, you can set the day for observance by typing it in, or you can use the magnifying glass to pick the observance day for whatever year you want. The amount of the surcharge and the amount to be paid to the sitter are also editable here. If the automatic box is checked, then whenever a visit is created on that day, this surcharge will be applied. The per visit box is checked if you want the surcharge to be applied to each visit on that day for a given client. So, for example, a client who had 3 visits scheduled for Independence Day would be surcharged 3 times if this box were checked. The active box is checked if you want the surcharge to appear in menus of surcharge types. We can add a new holiday surcharge by clicking the Add Another Holiday Surcharge button. After supplying a name for the holiday, we type in the month and day the surcharge should be applied. Then, after supplying the surcharge amount and sitter pay rate, we decide whether it is to be applied automatically and whether it is to be applied per visit. We'll check the active box to make it appear in surcharge type menus. To save the new surcharge, we click the Save Changes button. 3 additional surcharges come standard in LeashTime. For the weekend surcharge, you can decide whether to apply it on Saturday, Sunday, or both. For the late night surcharge, you can set the time, expressed in 24-hour format, after which the surcharge will be applied. And for the early morning surcharge, you can set the time before which the surcharge will be applied, also expressed in 24-hour format. Additional surcharges that are independent of any particular day or time frame can be defined here as well. When we click the Add Another Surcharge button down here, we just fill in the label, client charge, and sitter pay rate to define the surcharge. As for all other changes, we click the Save Changes button to make it permanent. We can control the order in which surcharges appear in menus with the Edit Menu Order button. Let's say that we anticipate last minute will be the most frequently used surcharge, and we want it at the top of the menu. We press the mouse button on last minute, and, still holding the mouse button down, we slide the mouse up until last minute is at the top, and then release the button. Let's move Independence Day up the list too. We press and hold the mouse button on Independence Day and slide it up the list. Now that the list looks the way we want, we click the Save button. Let's see surcharges in action. First, let's observe that weekend and late night after 7 p.m. are set up as automatic surcharges. But last minute is not set up to be applied automatically. Next, let's set up an easy schedule for our client, Rudy Bastian. We type in part of his name into the search box to view his client profile, and then fill in a schedule that runs from Thursday to Monday. We will add a morning dog walk and create copies of it on all days. Note how a $5 surcharge was created on Saturday and another on Sunday because the weekend surcharge was marked automatic. Likewise, see how when we add a late night dog walk on Thursday, a late night surcharge is automatically created. Any surcharge can be deleted, or it can be edited by clicking on its description. when a per visit surcharge has been added automatically as the result of visit creation, deleting the visit causes the surcharge to be deleted as well. Whether or not you make any surcharges automatic, we can add a surcharge to any day by clicking on the blue plus sign. Although it is the Easy Visit editor that opens, we can click on the Add a Surcharge Instead link to change the editor. Here we can designate the type of surcharge. Let's choose last minute, and we can see the client charge and sitter pay rate that will be added to the schedule. You may remember that while some surcharge types were marked per visit, the weekend surcharge was not. That means when we add other visits on Sunday, no more weekend surcharges will be added to Sunday. When you have multiple surcharge types defined, you may encounter a situation where more than one automatic surcharge can be applied to a given visit. A late-night dog walk on Saturday would be an example of that because we have both weekend and late-night automatic surcharge types defined. LeashTime lets you decide what should be done in that case using a business preference, which we can set using the Preferences item under the Admin menu. This opens the Business Preferences page. Here is where you can tailor many aspects of LeashTime to make it work the way you want it to. We click on the Billing Preferences bar to open that section, and inside we find a preference called Automatic Surcharge Collision Policy. This has nothing to do with car insurance. Instead, it tells LeashTime what to do when more than one automatic surcharge applies to a visit that has just been created. The options are to apply the greatest charge, apply the smallest charge, or to apply all charges. If there is no selection, LeashTime applies the greatest charge by default. Thanks for using LeashTime.